A massive fire consumed Notre-Dame Cathedral yesterday, gutting the roof of the Paris landmark and stunning France and the world. But firefighters managed to save the shell of the stone structure and its two main bell towers from collapse. The fire raged for several hours before 400 firefighters, working with skill and precision to avoid further damage to the medieval landmark, managed to bring it under control. They were unable to save the spire, however, which burned to a blackened shell before finally toppling as thousands of Parisians who had gathered in the streets watched in horror.
It's really sad. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's a part of history and you never really want to lose that. And so I think also for a lot of people, it's a really deep religious symbol as well. And so I think that having that connection and seeing it go up in flames is very touching.
Notre-Dame's foundation stone was laid in 1163 by Pope Alexander III, and the cathedral was completed in the 13th century with its towers, spire, flying buttresses and stained glass. It is both an architectural jewel and a major religious and cultural symbol of France. Located in Ile-de-la-Cité, a small island in the middle of the city, the cathedral is one of Paris' most popular attractions, drawing an estimated 13 million visitors a year. For centuries, the building has been considered the heart of Catholic life in France, a site of pilgrimage for people around the world and home to many priceless religious relics. In a speech at the scene of the incident, French President Macron said Notre-Dame was France's history, literature and destiny, and that the historic landmark would be rebuilt together and with the greatest talents from across border.
Le pire a été évité, même si
my thoughts go out to the Catholics in France and all over the world, especially during this Holy Week. I know how they feel and we are with them. Notre-Dame of Paris is our history, our literature, our imagination, the place where we have lived all our great moments, our epidemics, our wars, our liberation. It is the epicenter of our lives. So I say this very solemnly to you tonight. We will rebuild this cathedral together, and it is undoubtedly part of the French destiny and a project for the years to come.
Many world leaders have offered their condolences, with leader of the Catholic Church, His Holiness Pope Francis, taking to Twitter saying, quote, "Today we unite in prayer with the people of France as we wait for the sorrow inflicted by the serious damage to be transformed into hope with reconstruction," unquote. French President Emmanuel Macron vowed to reconstruct the historic building even as the fire still burned, while two French business magnates had pledged about 300 million euros between them today. Offers of help with the reconstruction have also poured in from around the globe, with European Council President Donald Tusk calling on EU member states to rally round. Meanwhile, Sri Lankan President Maithripala Sirisena, taking to Twitter, said, "As the blaze devastates the invaluable Notre-Dame Cathedral that inspired devotees and artists over the centuries, Sri Lanka stands in solidarity with the people of France and the noble mission to rebuild this world's heritage." Paris public prosecutor Remy Heitz said his office was favouring the theory of an accident, but had assigned 50 people to work on what he believed would be a long and complex investigation. Other officials have suggested it could be linked to extensive renovation works taking place at the cathedral.